I'm in the middle of giving my living room a bit of a deep clean. I'm deodorizing the couches and the rugs and just giving everything a really good once over. And I want to talk about that bin right there. Can you see it? That bin right there, across from the couch, next to the television. 2 months ago, that was my clutter basket hack that typically is a success for me, where I just got an empty bin, a laundry basket, something. We just go around the house, we throw everything in it that doesn't belong in its right spot, then we take the basket and we put everything away. We missed the last step 2 months ago. It has been sitting there. No one has done it, including myself, okay? Because it's cleaned up. It's just a toy bin right now, sitting there. I think it's a toy bin. It probably has other things in it. And I can't decide if that is a success or a failure. Here's why I'm thinking about it this way. Is it a success? Because it's identified for us anything we don't really care about, that it's been sitting in a bin for 2 months. Let's donate it, trash it, whatever. Or is it a failure because all it did was corral clutter and then we didn't do anything about it? So is it a failure of habits, seeing through, and then the repetition of me looking at it every day and ignoring it? Or is it a success that it has identified for me stuff I don't need to keep? Maybe it's both. I'm gonna dig into that bin right now with you. And the reason I'm digging into it with you is because I'm gonna talk about mindset with this. When I'm cleaning this room, I'm in the mood, I'm sweating, I'm getting it done in this room today. And this for me now says 50 decisions about where things need to go. Or what if I just say, I'm decluttering everything in this bin. Let's just double check that that's what we want to do. I've decided to declutter, donate, trash, whatever in this bin, everything, because it's been sitting here for 2 months with nobody's attention. How do I want to do this? I can sit on this couch over here. Everything in here is going to be donated or trashed. I just have to decide if it's donate or trash. I'm a little bit like, okay, why did this just get hard for a moment? Okay, so sometimes I have to talk through those moments where I get stuck decluttering because I saw things in here that I don't necessarily want to get rid of. And that's like a hurdle for me to say, yeah, we're getting rid of everything in here. Obviously we don't need it. It's been sitting in here for months. But it's magnet tiles. And we have a whole bin of magnet tiles, and they have played magnet tiles very recently. So this should be in there. And these are not cheap. Okay. Okay. So keeping the magnet tiles. Okay. These go to a maze that no one plays with anymore. So, and we don't even have all the pieces. I don't feel like this would be a good donation. Okay, this is a book. It's part of a series. I'm not going to throw this out because we have the rest of the series. Okay. Trash. I'm going to go with stuff that's easy right out of the gate. Oh, another magnet tile. Trash. Iron Man. Oh, my 8-year-old will be so mad. Will he though? Because it's been sitting in here for months. And he doesn't have the little pack to him anymore. Let's just trash him. Nobody's looking for him. Nobody's come looking for Iron Man in 2 months. A sock. I'm just gonna put the sock, pair of pants, a pair of my daughter's pajama pants. Okay. Oh, these are too small. These are too small for her. These are too small for her. Broken poppet. Trash. Magnet tile card. Not trash. More magnet tiles. And the other benefit of this is that the kids soon decide that they want to get rid of magnet tiles. At least then I'll have a really complete set to donate to someone. That would be a donate one. Another book, my 11-year-old has read this probably 11 times. I'm keeping books. Oh, brand new stash of markers. I needed markers for my Girl Scout leadership bin. Yay me. Turns out some of this is not trash. Oh, look. matching pair of socks. I'll keep that and put that in the laundry for her. I'm gonna go easy. Trash. These are projects that she made. I'm not gonna throw this out because that has to be her decision. She worked on this project in class. So I'm going to keep this, but I'm gonna put it in her room for her, along with her dirty socks. Okay. Okay, this is, we go to Urban Air. It's a little like jump place. And the pair of socks are $5. So I saved their socks and they reuse them. I wonder where the other one is. I don't know. We'll wash that one up. Okay, this is mine. I was using this with my Bible study things. I had a prayer notebook in here, another notebook where I was tracking the books that I was reading, and this really wasn't working for me. I am gonna donate this. This is an Erin Condren. It's like a 5x8, 5x7, and then it's got these really nice like sleeves inside. So this is great. I'm gonna donate this. Why am I stuck? Why is this hard? It's hard because I spent money on these toys and they've been sitting in here. They're kind of getting older too. They're not playing with toys as much as they used to back in the day. Okay, throwing that out. All right. This is my marker, my Bible study marker. That just goes on my Bible study things. Okay, so I'm putting on the keep pile. Okay, this is just an empty box of cards. Trash, trash. I don't need to keep it and find the card. Trash. Oh. Well, I guess if I find 52 of these, I'll keep the box. Okay, coaster, keeping that. Another coaster. I like these cotton rope coasters. They're so easy to wash. You just put them in the sink with a little bit of soap and water. They wash right up. A lot of pencils. I'm keeping those. They just need to go where they belong. School pencils. Mom. Oh, it's my Mother's Day card. This box has not been sitting here since May. No. No. No, I don't feel like my tolerance is that low that I would allow a box of junk to just sit in the corner of my family room since May. This bin was probably on the toy shelf as a general catch-all bin for a while. And then we used it as a clutter basket. I remember doing that a couple of months ago, and we just stuck it over here. So that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep my card. I'm gonna keep the Rubik's Cube Mini. I feel like the remainder of this is going to be trash. And I'm going to count the cards. 20, 40, 12, I have 52. Why was that so satisfying? Okay. I ended up keeping more things. So I'm sort of just sitting with that decision right now to keep more things than I was really thinking I would. There are some Hot Wheels in here. I am going to keep those for my 8-year-old. My mother bought a ton of Hot Wheels for him. So every time he plays Hot Wheels, he tells me he thinks of my mom. So I'm going to keep those for him at this time. When I initially said I'm trashing everything in this bin, and then I doubled back and ate my words and decided to keep some things, that decision to keep a couple of Hot Wheels for the reason that I decided alleviated any guilt that I was sort of harboring about keeping some Magnetiles and the books and the pencils and a Rubik's Cube, because there's no reason not to keep those things in this moment of our life. Those are things that they would still play with and read and enjoy. And that's okay. These are kind of cool. These are my daughters. Let's keep that too, shall we? Broken beaded necklaces. I'm glad the ends didn't break. There's beads all over the place. Okay, a couple final things. Oh gosh, I'm gonna keep these Thomas toys. My mother and my father bought these for my nephew, who is now 24 years old and has been passed down to my kids, and they still play trains upstairs in their bedrooms. So I'm gonna keep the train. Now like a little treasure at this point. And this was a transformer from my husband's childhood. So this probably belongs wherever he has the rest of his transformers, protected and hidden from the children, because they played with them and were breaking them, and that upset him, so he put them away again. So this belongs wherever my husband has stashed his transformers from his childhood. I'm gonna dump the rest of this into the trash can. It's gotta go. It's gotta get out of my life. And another part of the failure part of the question of whether or not this was a failure or a success is that it attracted other things. Like, it allowed us to just keep dumping stuff instead of putting it where it belonged. This bin allowed that to happen in this room. And so by removing the bin, it removes that ability, essentially. I'm gonna put this empty bin into the basement. I hang on to them because from time to time I need to get storage from our basement, and there's no sense in me buying another one of these when I have storage in my basement that I can store a few empty bins. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna dump this out along with the other things I decided to trash. Some laundry, that needs to go in my daughter's room. That all needs to just go where it belongs. We're gonna definitely do that and not leave it on the couch. And then I'm gonna donate this Erin Condren folder. One thing at a time, one bin at a time, one shelf at a time, one drawer at a time. That's how I make progress over the years. And here's a video I did recently where I did one shelf and organized my Girl Scout leadership supplies and where I put those markers today. Thank you for being here with me, and I hope you're doing well today.